I want you to remember that your life is essentially a hard time, okay? And you will have to go through a lot of hard things anyways. But what I noticed is that we often have a choice whether to do it now or later, and we always choose later because like it's hard, right? So like let's enjoy the moment right now and postpone the hard things for later. And there's a big issue in that because you will have to do it anyway. So why would you postpone it and like think about it all the time, where you can just do it right now and forget about it completely? What I'm referring to right now is yesterday. Like, okay, so I have my driver license for like 3 months. Okay, I do not have my own car, and every now and then my parents will like let me drive their car and like just to practice, right? And being honest with you, it's really like every week, every 2 weeks, something like this. It's not that often. Like I'm telling that it's not that often, but once you just get this driver license, even like 2 days break is a lot, okay? So at least that's my experience. You can let me know actually in the comments what you think about it. But yeah, yesterday I got another opportunity to just go and practice driving, okay? So I was like, essentially I was tired already. So I wasn't sure if I want to do it, but I was like, okay, so being honest with you, with myself, like I will have to learn how to drive properly anyways. And now I have the opportunity to get closer to this goal, to the version of myself who can actually like drive and not be scared about anything, okay? So I can either take this opportunity right now or just make my break from driving even longer and then have it make it even worse, essentially, okay? Because God knows when I will have another opportunity to do that. So I was like, okay, you know what? Probably a lot of bad things will happen because I had another like 2-week break from driving. So probably a lot of bad things will happen. I don't really want to do that, but I will do that anyways. So I replied to my father, yes, I want to go for a drive. So, you know, he said to me, okay, so keys are in the car, go ahead and drive somewhere. I was like, okay, cool. And so I did exactly that. Like I just sit down, I drove away, and essentially I was approaching a roundabout, and this is the scariest thing, honestly, that I can imagine, because everything else is quite easy for me, but like roundabouts are really tricky because people are not using their signals to signalize their next move. So like I have no idea what they are planning. So I was like, yeah, okay. I have to do it. Like, I have to learn how to basically drive through the roundabout. So I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do it. So as I was approaching it, I noticed a car going on, and I was like, does this guy want to like, drive off the roundabout, or does he want to keep driving? And he didn't really signalize anything. Like, literally I wasn't sure. So I was like, okay, so maybe he will just like drive off, and then I will just do my thing. And so I really hoped that this guy would just drive off and like we would just pass each other nicely, but that wasn't the case. He actually wanted to basically stick on this roundabout. So I was like, I already made the decision to go on it as well. So essentially I got honked at, okay? This guy honked on me. It got me stressed a lot. And if that wasn't enough, I wasn't able to hit the right gear, essentially. And so instead of, I was like on gear 3, and instead of changing it onto the gear 2, I changed it into the gear 4. So you can imagine what happened with with the car, essentially. Like, it was absolutely terrible. Yeah, it wasn't nice, but I knew that it would happen. Essentially, I just called myself out. Literally, I knew that it would happen. I knew that it would be terrible experience for me after such a long break. But you know, I still decided to do that, and like, I still decided to do that and just kept driving. Like, I knew that it would happen. I was like, okay, yeah, it happened. It was totally my bad. I should have just approached this roundabout just slower and just really think about all the things and like truly just focus on what I was doing. I knew that it would happen. Like, I have learned my lesson already. Let's just keep driving. Let's just keep getting this XP because I have to do it anyways. So why I'm telling you this story? Well, because if you think that, I mean, if you have something hard to do and you think that probably something will go wrong, you're probably right. Like, probably something will go wrong. But like, if I didn't decide to go for this ride yesterday, you know what? It might be the case that I would have like 3 weeks break from driving, even maybe 4 weeks break. That would make things even worse. So I'm actually glad that I decided to go for this drive and that I actually had the opportunity to learn my lessons. Okay, and yeah, I'm overall happy that I decided to do the hard thing right away and not just not just pussy away and just postpone it for later. And that's exactly what you should do as well. Like, even though something is hard, even though you think it will go wrong, maybe it is the case. Maybe it will go wrong. In my case, it did go wrong. It happened. Like, what happened was exactly the scenario that I was most scared of. But you know what? Fuck it. Like, I actually did it. I'm happy that I did it. I'm happy that I was able to learn this lesson. I'm happy that I was able to face my biggest fear when it comes to driving. And yeah, it's really cool. And you should always go for the hard things and not postpone them for later, right? Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, you can subscribe to the channel, you can join our free community, you can let me know in the comments what you think about it. And yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and as always, keep pushing.